Markets drop every few years on average, and if you're running a business, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in an economic downturn. No matter when you are watching this, economic uncertainty will always be just around the corner. The key question is, how can you successfully steer your startup through a difficult period and not only stay afloat, but come out stronger on the other side? I've led businesses through two economic downturns in 2008 and 2020. I've found that while there's no two downturns that are identical, there are key learnings that can help founders effectively manage through these headwinds. You may have heard that cash is king, but what does it really mean and what will it enable you to do? Having cash on hand during a downturn lets you continue investing in the long term while everyone else is waiting on the sidelines. It means you won't need to raise funding during a downturn when at best it will take you longer and you'll get less favorable terms. At worst, you may not be able to raise enough before you run out. In truth, if you wait until a downturn to think about generating cash, it's already too late. It's critical for all companies to focus on reaching a profitable state along a timeline that makes sense for that specific business. Even when you're in growth mode, founders can focus on maintaining a clear line of sight to when they can reach profitability and plan for scenarios where they can become profitable in a shorter amount of time if necessary. No matter what your cash situation is going into a downturn, another great way to conserve cash is to build a culture of reducing waste. Our companies at Wilbur Labs perform a bottoms-up expense review every month to continuously cut waste. This means that when there's a downturn, there's no rush to cut waste and leadership can focus on other areas. If you don't do this already, you should start now. Focus on what you can control. Downturns can be very distracting and stressful, from the daily headlines to hearing pundits talk about how bad it's about to get. While you can't completely tune out the noise, you'll need to retain focus on what you can control, reducing waste and expenses, increasing efficiency, and building your product or service to better serve customers. Remember, downturns impact everyone, so if you're affected, your competitors are too. Focusing on what you can control instead of spiraling will help keep you and your team on track and help your business weather the duration of the downturn, hopefully pulling out ahead once the market stabilizes. Some of our best investments were made at a time when others were pulling back. For example, in April 2020, when most cities were shut down, we invested significantly in the travel industry. As a result, when the pent-up demand for travel inevitably returned, we were ready. If you have efficiently managed your capital and been prudent about your growth strategy, you are well positioned to take advantage of a slowdown in order to rev up for the long term. Remember these three things. From the outset, try to maintain a path to building a profitable business that doesn't need to rely on external funding forever. Once a downturn hits, focus on what you can control rather than being distracted and stressed by doom and gloom forecasts. Finally, take advantage of opportunities that downturns present using a long-term mindset. If you stick with these principles, you can weather the storm and potentially come out ahead of your competitors.